So, a lot of things happened in the year of our Lord, 2024. Let's talk about some of it.
No! Okay, so there's a history of Ava talking somewhat inappropriately to like minors.
A potential minors attracted person.
You gotta give him that huck and spit on that thing.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead.
The YouTuber known as TwoMad has died.
I hate being alive! I hate being alive! I hate breathing! I hate being alive!
Logan Paul is suing me for CryptoZoo.
I like my cheese drippy.
Just to clarify, I won't be talking about everything that happened on the internet this year. Honestly, if I were to do that, I would be here for ages talking about it. Rather, I'm just going to discuss things that happened that caught my attention specifically. So, yeah, I guess I should get started then.
Baba Booey.
TwoMad fucking died. I think he OD'd on morphine. I think. Might have been a combination of different narcotics. I don't really remember the details. I do know he had allegations of harassment and rape levied against him. Tried to make a really shitty joke regarding a teenage trans girl who was tragically murdered, which essentially began the shifting tide in the public's opinion of him, at least from my perspective. I didn't really keep up with TwoMad news much, so he could have done something worse than that, which made people dislike him. He died, and it was during a session of Overwatch 2. God would need to give me a redo if I go out like that.
I love little girls, they make me feel so good.
Ava Kris Tyson of MrBeast fame found herself accused of grooming and pedophilic sympathies due to her past affinity for Shadman. Now, the thing with Shadman is that he was an internet artist that drew very bad stuff, very illegal stuff, stuff that would make any sane human being want to curb stomp anybody that purchased art from him. He was basically just a really depraved guy that for some reason had a lot of internet clout in 2016, 2017. I don't know why. Yeah, I've been aware of this guy since like middle school, and there were some classmates that I had, they're like, oh no, he's just this super edgy artist that likes to push boundaries and shit, man. He makes art for pedophiles. I don't know how he managed to have a platform or like make money. I don't know how he still continues to make money. Going back to Ava, she was also accused of making very questionable, inappropriate comments in the presence of minors. The resurgence of Shadman knowledge was kind of like YouTube's own Epstein list. Many known creators were found to have reached out to Shadman in the past and even collaborated with him. This includes guys like Chris O'Neill and Zach Hadel. You know Zach Hadel, co-creator of Smiling Friends? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shadman played PUBG with Chris one time. So that's something.
How bad can I be?
Going off of the MrBeast theme, a creator known as Dogpack404 made a video accusing Jimmy Donaldson of a multitude of things, which include rigging the outcomes of his videos, selling fake signatures, and running illegal lotteries. He also made a video alleging that Jimmy knowingly hired a sex offender known by the alias Delaware, as in that's the state he's not allowed to step foot in, and that's a pretty fucking psychotic way to earn a nickname. There was also CP being discussed or shared in a work group chat, which that would be pretty fucking wild if true. Now, it should be noted that Dogpack404 used to work for the MrBeast channel, so it's possible that the video was made out of spite? Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep a bookmark in this one. We may catch up with Dogpack later.
Pour me something tall and strong.
Joshua Block, a TikToker with autism, is also an alcoholic, and to be quite frank, it's not getting better. Some bald asshole named MrBeast. Really? MrBeast, okay. I'm pretty sure this guy is in his 50s, by the way. Anyways, he claims to be Josh's manager, but really, he's just some guy who is enabling his addiction to generate content out of him. Also, he recently got him to try Galaxy Gas. This story is just sad. I don't really want to talk a lot about this. It's just too depressing to do that.
I love this game!
Diddy is a certified freak, and a lot of famous people may have known about his freakiness.
How bad
Boy, this has not been Jimmy's year. So, MrBeast decided to collaborate with modern-day Yakub KSI and human parasite Logan Paul to create Lunchly, a ripoff of Lunchables. A ripoff that has mold in it. He has not had a great PR team this year, I'll say that.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Logan Paul, being the shit stain that he is, was accused of fraud in running an NFT scam last year known as CryptoZoo. CoffeeZilla, a creator that investigates potential scams who has probably conducted the most comprehensive investigation into CryptoZoo, was sued by Logan for defamation. I don't know if this got resolved or not. All I know is Logan Paul is a very annoying individual.
You gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Haley Welch, a young woman who made a reference to sucking penis in a street interview, managed to get her own merch line, podcast, and crypto rug pull out of that one moment. Absolutely insane year for her. No! Nikocado Avocado, a man who was once known for being fat and having constant mental breakdowns, revealed himself to have a much slimmer figure. He apparently recorded a bunch of videos while he was still obese and released those videos sporadically while secretly losing weight. Apparently, it was some sort of social experiment. I think he wanted to prove that people were obsessed with internet personalities and something to do with overconsumption of content. I don't quite get it. Personally, I feel like it would have made more sense if he said the purpose of the experiment was to prove that people like watching other people crash and burn. Yeah. Nice to know he's not completely insane, though. I mean, he still might be a little insane. I don't think anyone that has everything fine in their head would risk their own health to make some sort of point about humanity. But good for him, I guess. Jack Doherty still sucks. Neon still sucks.
I've got Buggy 4988 teeth.
Boogie 2988 just continued his downward spiral and threw out whatever goodwill he still had left on this website. Sad. MrBeast faced allegations of poor treatment of contestants for his new game show, Beast Games. The rise of the Costco guys, AJ, Big Justice, and the Rizzler, was as fast as it was controversial. I don't care what anyone says. No one can get me to hate these guys. I fuck with these guys heavy. So, turns out, a lot of the allegations against MrBeast may have been a bit overblown. A channel known as Soggy Cereal released a video that, while doesn't completely exonerate Jimmy, does reveal that Dogpack may have been a bit of an unreliable narrator, since he was fired from the MrBeast team. Soggy claims the Delaware situation can likely be chopped up to Jimmy being a 19-year-old who recklessly hired random people without doing background checks. I'm not sure about giving him the benefit of the doubt on that one. I mean, it's still pretty bad. I mean, hiring somebody on the registry is a pretty bad look, but I'll digress for now. Things regarding the videos being faked are also said to be a bit of a stretch, although I still personally believe that certain outcomes are predetermined in these videos. I mean, just watch one video by MrBeast, you'll see what I mean. There's no way that some of it isn't manipulated. And claims of CP being shared in a work group chat were also apparently false. At least the material shared in the group chat was not CP. The image that was supposedly shared was of an 18-year-old Ivanka Trump posing for GQ. Still pretty fucking weird, but legally not CP. It also apparently wasn't a work group chat, it was just Ava's degenerate group chat. And the context for the image being shared was that Ava and the other chat members were having some sort of conspiracy discussion of well-known figures being pedophiles and shit. At least according to Soggy Cereal. I don't feel comfortable talking about serious stuff knowing that I might get something wrong, so let's move on. Why are you like this? Beast Games debuted on Amazon Prime finally. Critics seem to hate it.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the key.
KSI released a song that was pretty bad, and people clowned on him for quite a bit. That's literally all there is to say here. It's just a bad song. and people were making fun of it. Jake Paul boxed Mike Tyson, who is approaching his 60s, by the way, and yeah, Jake Paul won. I mean, it was pretty obvious. I mean, he's fighting a guy who's like nearly double his age. Honestly, the Taylor Serrano fight right before this one was far more interesting. Audiences were also treated to Mike Tyson's bare ass in the pre-fight build-up, so I guess that's also pretty interesting.
Nice of the princess to invite us over for a picnic, eh, Luigi?
An Ivy League graduate named Luigi Mangione killed United Health CEO Brian Thompson on a New York City sidewalk with a silenced pistol. A lot of people did not care or were even celebrating Luigi for what he did. That's how bad health insurance is in the US. I think that covers a lot of the major talking points on the internet, well, mostly YouTube, from this year. I know some of you may be upset that I missed some things. I know some of you may be upset if I gleaned over some of the more controversial topics. Look, this is the internet. You're gonna find much more in-depth information on those particular stories. I was just doing a quick recap of the year. So I hope you enjoyed. Wait, what? Wait, there's more? What is it about?
Fuck's sake, not this shit again, I swear. Why is it always this same fucking guy?
Jack Saint uploaded a video that's a critique of Soggy Cereal's video that argues against Dogpack's claims against MrBeast. He believes that Soggy's video greatly understates the grievances that have been levied against MrBeast, such as the hiring of Delaware. Does not matter if Jimmy was 19 and reckless, he still hired a sex offender to work for his channel that is primarily aimed at children. The video isn't entirely negative criticism against Soggy, as Jack does give him credit where he feels it is due. Overall, however, Jack believes that many of the arguments Soggy makes against Dogpack tends to rely on underplaying certain situations as well as making relatively weak criticisms. Also, Soggy does not discuss the Shadman stuff or Ava being a lolly enthusiast enough. There's also the aspect of Soggy showing an audio leak of Dogpack pleading for his job back, which gives Jack the idea that Soggy is basically a PR man for the MrBeast brand, who at times resorts to personal attacks on Dogpack. I don't want to rehash the entire video because it's pretty in-depth, so I'll leave it in the description as well as the other videos I reference if you're at all interested in the whole MrBeast controversy that transpired over the entire year. Jimmy, bud, you gotta clean up your shit, man. For fuck's sake. I think that's all I have to say for this year's Internet in Review. If I got anything wrong, please let me know how much I suck and why I need to game end myself. Don't actually do that. I have really low self-esteem. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you when I see you.